What's up, everybody? It's episode number 72, the after show, but later. It's your boys D and El Cucuy. As always, we got a lot of stuff for you this week, including a very special. Did you happen to hear Joe Rogan talk about Covino or no?
No, but you text me and I've been waiting ever since, bro. You held
All
out for
right.
the show, so let me know what's
All right,
happening.
man.
What's up?
Let's get this shit started. Let's play the intro and we'll get into all this shit.
On the road
All
to
right.
the riches, cause it's all about the paper. Now buckle up your seats and prepare for the journey. Let the music ease your soul, grab a spliff and start burning. Relax with us and take a trip to the heavens. And come and spend a day in the 757.
What's up, everybody? The after show, but later, episode number 72. It's your boys D, El Cucuy, and we are here on a Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all the baby mamas out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom, to my baby mama, Brianna. I love you, babe. And El Cucuy, I'm sure, wants to give a couple happy Mother's Days as well, right?
Yeah, I gotta give a shout out to my girl. Happy Mother's Day. Mom, happy Mother's Day. And also for all the dads out there that they're pulling double duty. I know a few of them. Happy Mother's Day to you guys too, man, because your kids are probably with you today. So happy Mother's Day to the double dads pulling the double duty, and all the moms out there that are, doing their thing and raising their children.
It was funny because I was thinking about Mother's Day, and I was like, as moms, I'm like my girl is like when I left to come record and stuff, she's like laying in bed with my daughter and they're like all like fucking snuggling and shit. And I was thinking about Covino and his situation, and I was like, I wonder if for Mother's Day he'll have Melody with him so Layla could like have like a quote unquote break, and I was like, I wonder if that would be like a Mother's Day thing, like just take the kids and let me fucking kick it, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, I thought about it, and I was like, is a Mother's Day, where you want to spend the day with the kid, or you want to get away from the kid? Like, hey, I'm a mother, now let me fucking chill,
I think you put in your little time, right? I think you set the couple hours a day, like I'm gonna do for my mom today. I'm gonna go over there a couple hours, barbecue, and hang out, and then you're on your way.
Yeah,
I think it's just the point. I don't think you got to spend the whole day. I mean, I've been in situations where you're spending the whole day with someone's mom. It's like, hey, from sun up to nighttime, and everyone's drinking and getting faded and stuff, and then sometimes they go to the river. I don't know. People do different shit. But I think, my opinion is, as long as you take some flowers over their cards, say, Mom, I love you, hang out for a bit, you're good to go.
Yeah. I won't see my mom until tonight because right now she's in Vegas. So she's fucking, she went with my brother and his girl, and they took her kids to one of her son has he does some kind of like traveling soccer shit or whatever. So we're here in Arizona, and he's at some tournament in Vegas right now. So shout out to Julian, my little homie, I call him Mr. Julian, so because he feels like a big person, So he's been playing soccer. I think he's had like 4 games and he's only lost 1. So they were gonna play like 2 more today, and then they're all gonna hit the road and head back to town. So I'll be seeing my mom tonight. So
Does she gamble?
She's not a big gambler, but you know what? It's funny because she digs it every once in a while, and it's so funny because now she's in her 50s, and it's funny because she's never been a gambler or drinker or nothing. She's like as straight edge as they come. Like she was the kind, she reminds me a lot of like Hortensia, where like if there was like if a titty happened to pop out on TV or whatever, oh fuck, I never heard the end of it. My dad never heard the end of it. My mom's
my mom's the same way, bro.
Really? Yeah, no, It was straight up like fucking like, no, like I can't believe you got this shit, and the kids were gonna be watching this, and whatever. And it's funny because now that she's in her 50s, I think she's like kind of like chilling out and relaxing, because now she'll have like a drink every now and again. When she wasn't like, when we started drinking and shit, she wasn't like against us drinking, but it just wasn't her shit, And now I think now that she's a little bit older and she's fucking chilling, like you'll see her with like a White Claw, and you're like, what the fuck did my mom get a White Claw from, And they sent me a picture from Vegas of my mom and my brother's girl, and they have those big ass like margarita cups that they get, but it's like that boot or that foot or whatever the fuck it is from like the A Christmas Story. So my mom's like with that big ass drink and she's chilling. So I'm glad, dog, that she's like enjoying herself because she had us fucking young. Like she had my brother in high school. She had me at 21 and she had my sister at like 28 or something. Or 27 because we're all 6 years apart. And so, yeah, dog, fucking, it's just crazy. She's been in mom mode ever since she was a kid herself, you know? So I'm glad that she's fucking chilling and she's enjoying it, you know?
Okay, it's funny. It's funny you say that they fucking, when shit pops up on TV, they fucking never let you hear the end of it. My mom's still talking about a titty that popped out during the Super Bowl in 2003. Remember Janet Jackson?
Yeah.
I still hear about that shit every time the Super Bowl is coming up. You know, right around Super Bowl time, she'll bring it up. I'm like, oh hell, that's 18 years ago.
No, you know what's funny is my mom will be like, she'll be saying shit like about if there's like a dude like George Lopez, like she fucking we grew up like we were listening to him in like 99, I think is when we first started listening to him. And we all loved him. Like as a family, we thought he was funny as fuck. But my mom liked his comedy, but at the same time, she didn't like him as like an individual because she thought he was like a dirty old man. She would always say,
he
like,
was, bro.
Yeah,
he was. That motherfucker. Hey, whatever. I'm not hating on, but you know what he did, right? He got that kidney from his wife, and then he left her.
Yeah.
Hey, where I'm from, bro, they call it a dirty vato. I'm just saying.
No, it's funny because my mom will say like he's a fucking what was she call him like volado, cochino, like all the shit you hear all the old Mexicans say, you know, like it's funny as fuck. Yeah, you hear all of it, dog. And I'm like, and it was funny because like I remember her saying that shit like in high school before he even had the kidney transplant, and then he did that shit. And I was like, oh, this motherfucker is dirty, you know? Like, not only is he like cochino, like fucking like raunchy dirty, he's dirty as fuck, like on like some real shit, you know?
He smelled the panties dirty.
Oh, Doug.
Saying,
speaking of fucking, all right, I got a story. And
hey, you ain't never smelled no panties, right?
No. Let me tell you a story.
Me neither.
No. Let me tell you a story, Doug. We used to bag on one of my homies because I don't know where he was living or what, but he Dog, this is fucking scandalous. Okay. So he was at his like cousin's house or whatever, right? And his cousin was a chick. And she fucking she was living with some other chick that we went to high school with, right? And this other chick, she wasn't like bad, but she was decent, you know? I mean, she was on the scale of bad, she was like at the lower level of bad, you know? But so she was a decent fucking chick, whatever. Well, I remember this motherfucker telling me and the homies one day, I guess he thought everybody did it, but he fucking, when he was at the pad and I guess they left to go chill or something, he said that he was going through her fucking panties. Like he went through her panty drawer.
What?
Yeah, he went through that. And I know like we always exaggerate shit. Like we'll be like, oh, he was fucking licking them or, you know, smelling them or whatever. I don't think he ever smelled them or any of that shit. I don't know. I just know that he fucking went through her panty drawer and he told us like he was fucking like it we were oh fuck, dog. We used to always like bag on each other for like just stupid shit like you do as homies, you know? And
I bag on for that.
Doug, when he fucking told us that, I was like, I actually forgot about that until right now. Like I haven't, like we used to always like bag on each other for different shit. That one I haven't fucking thought about that story in fucking like decades, you know? And it's so fucking funny.
We would call him Chony Lokes.
Chony Lokes. That's my homie.
Bro,
you know
I don't know, bro. Hey, I'm not gonna judge nobody. I'm definitely not Judy, Wapner, or Mathis, but so I'm not trying to judge nobody. However, to me, in my own opinion, that's just a little bit creepy vibe, bro. I mean, like, I don't
Doug,
know. If some
okay,
chick was
okay.
into that, if my chick was into that and she wanted me to smell her panties and she's like, hey, she stuck it on my face, that might be one thing, bro. But to start just doing that shit on your own and going through panty drawers, I don't know. I think it's a little creepy.
Doug, it's fucking funny because I I was trying to think of something right now when you said fucking Wapner and all that and Judy.
You know what comes after that, bro? After you smell the panties, next you're gonna fart, right? Then
Oh,
it's just gonna progress, and you're going down a bad road.
yeah, no. There was fuck man, there was something else with that. I can't remember and I don't want to hold up the show, but fuck man, that's some shit that I just thought of. That's so fucking funny. And like we used to we used to bag on just random shit. Like I remember I had a homie who I remember we were at Starbucks one time and he was like, oh, that bitch is bad, right? And from the back she looked like fucking, she was bad as fuck, right? But we had seen her, like us, the other homies had seen that she was like 12 months pregnant and shit, right? She was like about to explode. But the homie didn't know that. So he had just seen her like from the back and he was like,
Caitlyn Jenner jawline.
no, Doug, he was like saying she was fucking, he was like, she's bad as fuck. We were like, yeah. She turned around and she was fucking hella pregnant. And so we were like, oh fuck, like we just couldn't stop bagging on him. Like, so anytime after that, we would be like, hey, fucking, like anytime we would see a pregnant chick, we were like, hey, we'd fucking bump our homie, like, hey, you fucking, you looking at that shit or what, And then one time, one of our friends' sisters was pregnant, and we were like, hey, the homie's coming over, like, make sure you're not around, we would just bag and shit,
Throw condoms at him.
No, and then like fucking, I remember I was into this chick and she had a kid, and we were like, my friends, anytime like we were somewhere and there was a chick with like a little kid, they'd be like, oh, look, Daniel wants to get with that bitch, and I'd be like, man, fuck you guys, it was just stupid shit that we'd always bag on each other for. But that panties one, Doug, that's one that fuck, that's another level,
Wow. That's when you start seeing shit stains and like, I don't know, bro. That's
shit stains
and discharge, and stay away from that. If you're listening out there, just stay away from all that.
Just no, that's
the advice of the day.
The advice of the day is just
stay away from the shit stain. You'll respect your chick a lot more.
You know what's, it's crazy though. That's what I was gonna tell you. The crazy part about that is like, for me, it's not even like it's like, because we were maybe right out of high school, and so I'm like, okay, I could understand him being like a little curious or like, oh shit, like, whatever. And so like I'm like, okay, I kind of get it, but the thing that I'm like, this motherfucker has some fucking balls, because I'm like, could you imagine, Doug, like if they were going, say the girls were going out to the club or something, and he was like, all right, they're gonna be gone for a few hours, and then they fucking book it, and he's all like, fucking like, I'm gonna go upstairs, I'm gonna go through the shit or whatever, right? Could you imagine him going through her shit and her like walking back in the room like, oh, I forgot my ID, and you're right there like, oh fuck, yeah, these don't fit me, or like, what the fuck, like, like, what do you say to that? Like,
and next thing he's probably trying to find.
That's, dog, that's fucking nuts. Like, I can't believe, like, I feel like even if I was like there, like curious, like, wonder what kind of panties this bitch be wearing,
Yeah.
Or like, I can't imagine actually going and doing it and being like,
no,
fucking going through and like, that's some other shit, dog. Like,
I don't want to go through her phone, let alone her fucking pantalones drawer. I don't want. I'm not that nosy, man. There's certain shit. I don't know. Covino Rich, they said they've been saying it for a long time. That shit is gold. And they say that, you know what, bro, when you go through their phone, you're gonna find something, because even if you're looking for, everything else can be magnified because you're already in the hunt. And I just,
you know what, Doug?
not only that, bro. You can't
my
someone's privacy and go
my
through shit.
Dog, my girl used to do that all the fucking time, right? She used to always go through my phone. And it was fucking funny because I started telling her, hey, why do you want to just make yourself fucking pissed? You know, like you're gonna find some shit in there that ain't even fucking bad, and you're gonna hold on. All right. No, so I was like, you're gonna find some shit in there that is just gonna piss you off. So why do you want to fucking like it was and the reason I'm saying you're gonna find some shit in there, it's not like she's gonna find like some fucking sending me a titty pic or some shit, you know, just like you're gonna find some random shit or a text from a homie or something where you're gonna manipulate it into something that's gonna piss you off, you know? So
well,
so
and then not only that, bro, it's like too, I mean, it's not a good look to go through people's shit like that because you're put on display. You got trust issues, and if you don't trust, and if they give you reason for that, then you probably shouldn't be with them. So if you're with them, you take it with a grain of salt and you accept whatever they do. If they're cheating on you and you got trust issues because they're being shady, and they're not the right person for you. But anytime you start going through panty drawers and fucking iPhones, I mean, you're also saying, hey, I got issues too because fuck, I'm going through their shit, I'm snooping. I don't know, man.
Hey, you know what, Doug? That honestly, that's what a lot of it was. I'm not trying to like put her on blast, but she had been with a lot of fucking dudes that fuck.
I wasn't saying that about your chick, bro.
No, I'm saying like she had been with a lot of dudes that fucked her over. So she was like when we got together and shit, she was like, I know this motherfucker can't be like only into like Covino and Rich and fucking, you know, like MTV or whatever the fuck was on at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like she was like, like Doug, like she'll go out of town and shit. And I'm like recording with you and fucking, you know what I'm saying? I just do like, I don't know. To me, it just seems like a shit ton of work. And I'm like, fuck that. Like, I'm just fucking happy that she wants to be with me. I'm not going to fucking go and like try and fuck it up, you know?
Yeah, no. And you know what? And that ties into something I want to ask you about. Did you hear, actually, did you hear about them talking about how often you should check in on your chick when she's with her friends? Did you hear that?
Yeah. You know what? That's something. I'll let you. I mean, I've been talking a lot, so I'll let you go ahead and give your thoughts on it. I'll let you know what I'm thinking.
I think that Rich is overdoing it, and I think that if Covino says that he's calling and bugging him all the time, and Spot says he's calling and bugging him all the time, imagine if you live with them, right? And that's Rich is Rich, you know, and Rich is a cool dude, so I'm not trying to attack him, but I think Sarah from time to time needs a break, and I think that break would probably be a lot better if he wasn't calling her 30 times while she's on that break. I mean, you know, if it's an emergency, by all means. I mean, if something's wrong with the kids or there's something going on, yeah, you should be able to give her a call if it's very, very, very important. But like, I don't need selfies before bed. Like that could also be misconstrued like you don't trust where I'm at or you don't trust where she's at. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need all that. I don't get me wrong. Friends and she want to get naughty on the FaceTime or something, that's different. But that's up to her. That's totally up to her. If she's hanging out with her friends, let her be, dude. I try my best to leave my chick alone. You know, once in a while you got to text about something, but for the most part, I try not to, bro. And she don't bother me neither. When I'm out of town, dude, I had to go do my shit. She's doing my ass, bro. And I think Spot. I don't think you ignore her together, like Spot said, but I don't think you definitely don't call her 20 times.
Yeah. No, you know, I feel like I'm completely in the camp of you know, I'll send her if my girl goes out of town, like she's usually got like she's got a competitive cheer team. So she's gonna be busy as fuck or whatever. But even if she's like, hey, I'm gonna go with Piper and we're gonna go to fucking San Diego for the weekend or whatever, I'll hit her up in the morning, like, you know, like I'll talk to her on the way when she's driving up. Hey, did you get there? Okay, whatever, cool. And then when she's there, she'll be like, hey, we got here, we're fucking in the Airbnb and we're fucking chilling. I'm like, cool. And then after that, the weekend, it's like, hey, good morning, hope you have a good day. That's it, you know. And then she'll call me maybe once during the day to check in, see how like Kennedy's doing or whatever the fuck, you know. But after that, it's pretty much chill, Doug. Like, but you know, one thing though, in Rich's defense, is that it sounds like Sarah is exactly like him. You know, it sounds like she's fucking. So, like Covino said, they're fucking perfect for each other. You know, I mean, they're perfect because Doug, like, if I had like, you know what, my girl's actually chilled out a lot because she used to be like Rich. And
No shit.
if I was gonna be like, say I was gonna go to see my homie in Tucson, or I was gonna go to Phoenix or go watch a concert or something, dog, she used to blow me the fuck up all the fucking time. And I couldn't enjoy my trip, you know, and it was fucking annoying. And now she's gotten to the point where it's been fucking chill. She's like, I am now, you know, like I'll go see the homie, and she's like, she'll hit me up in the morning. Hey, what's up? You know, what are you guys gonna do today? Okay, that's cool. Fucking, I'll talk to you later. And then maybe I'll call her like in the evening and be like, hey, what's up? Fucking, or I'll text her in the evening. Hey, we're fucking winding down. We're gonna crash soon or whatever. Or we're playing dominoes and drinking. I'll fucking whatever, you know, like, but but it's maybe a couple of texts, you know, during the day and usually in the morning and at night. But while we're fucking like, I don't know, it's just I don't know, it's crazy, dog. Like I just it's a little much, but like I said, if Sarah feels the same way and if she digs it, then more power to him, you know. I just don't get it.
Yeah, my chick don't bother me at all, bro. I've even with my homie Tip Dog, my chick don't like to really get in the water, bro. And he likes to snorkel too and like to swim out in the ocean. But we went to Hawaii a couple of times and she don't fucking bother me, dude. You know what I mean? Like, and don't give me no shit. And you know, like some chicks say, well, I never bother them, but then they make those like low key comments and shit where you feel like they're fucking with you. Like they might not come out and say, I don't want you to go, but they're like, she don't even do that, dude. You know, it's like have fun, you know, because she's just glad she ain't got to get in the water like that.
Doug, you know, that is the most bougie hood shit I've ever heard in my life. My homie Tip Dog likes to snorkel. Like, what
bro? Hey,
Doug.
Hey, bougie, you gotta swim with the sharks, bro. They attack over there. You gotta watch out.
That dog, that's one bougie ass homie, but like it's funny as fuck. Like
snorkel too. Hey, get off day down, smoke a bunch of weed, get in the water, and it is what it is. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Dog, that just it's funny as fuck though, because like I don't know Tip Dog, like I don't know if he's white, Mexican, black, whatever, but I picture oh yeah. I just picture I picture a Vato. I hear Tip Dog. I picture a Vato being like, nah, fool, I'm gonna fucking go snorkel, you know, like nah.
He was raised about those too, but nah, I do it too, bro. Fuck it. Hey, life's too short. I'm trying to enjoy it.
I gotta get some ends together because I'm gonna be in Hawaii snorkeling, you know? Like
you got to. Yeah. Should we even go out there and eat tacos? Fuck it. There's a spot in Maui, bro. In Lahaina, bomb ass tacos. You can have tacos and snorkel. It's all good.
That's crazy. Hey, you know, it's funny though. It's funny because like the reason why I fucking bag on that is because I feel like I'm similar, right? Like we grew up fucking like, I'm not saying we grew up like hood as fuck, but we grew up like a lot different than a lot of people. And we do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what's fucking fun. I think, Doug, honestly, I think that's what makes us like more like well-rounded people. You know what I'm saying? Like we can be fucking like with the fucking, I could be chilling with some tweakers and then I'm in Disney World with my kid. You know, like I don't know. It's just it's a trip.
Matt Dre even had a song and he said, I don't know if you listen to a lot of Matt Dre or not, but he said, I do everything from fly fish to skin to badminton to ass hitting. It was, fuck it, man. You're here to enjoy this shit. I do whatever. I snorkel. I done fucking bungee jump. They got a cliff in Maui.
Oh, you bungee jumped?
High. Oh, fuck yeah, at the fair. I slammed like 4 beers first.
You bungee jumped at the fair?
It was like a
Doug, you got like some balls on you.
Not why my kid put me on blast, bro. Like I was fucking around and I was at the fair with my kid and I was talking shit. She was in 6th grade and I said, hey, go up there and if you do it, I'll do it. And the little shit went and did it, bro. And I had no choice because I'm dead, right? So like I can't let my little 11 or 12-year-old fucking do it and then not do it. So like I went and got some beers. I slammed them real quick. Fucking took my ass up there and I went for it. And it wasn't like the crazy ass shit and act like I'm fucking evil, you know what I'm saying? But it was the one where it's like 10 stories and you jump over like, you know, like a high school. I jumped it. You know what I'm saying? And they take it to your ankle. I mean, you're going head first. I mean,
that's fucking nuts, Doug. You're fucking, I don't care, Doug. And I'm not even just saying this because I'm big. Doug, if I was 120 pounds, I just fucking, I always tell my girl, this is why white people die early. You know, we die because of fucking manteca and heart disease and fucking, diabetes, but you are not going to see my ass fucking eaten by a shark or fucking dying because I went head first off of a bungee jump.
Yep. Well, you know what, bro? But I'm the healthy balance, right, between that, because number one, I'll never do that shit again. I don't know if that tweaker put the right size cable on or what the hell's going on. They're carnies, right? Like, them fuckers are roadshow. They're all tweaked out and fucking, they're on that gas. And I should have never did it. And I'll never do it again. I did do it. And with
you know what, though? I see the pressure, though, from your daughter doing it. Like, I definitely can see that.
You have to, bro. You're a man. You're the leader of the house. You're head of household, and she's a girl, and she's a little girl, and you can't be more scared as a dad to do something that you can't like violates your manhood. You're like your parenting and your fatherhood, and I was scared like a little bitch, but I couldn't let her.
What were you gonna say about the sharks right now?
With the sharks, when I go snorkeling, bro, like I try to go protected areas, man. I'm not trying to. I went one time. I was swimming with the dolphins one time, bro. First time I ever went to Hawaii, and they drove us out on this fucking boat, and we're in this like big ass boat, right? And you couldn't even see land. It was like blue, 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 and there was no land. And we seen all these dolphins, and I said, "Hey, so how do we know if there's fucking sharks or not, right? If you can't see land, I'm assuming there's one around somewhere. You know what I mean?" I'm like, "Oh, don't worry. If the dolphins take off, then that's probably what that means." And I'm in the water, and I'm checking this shit, all right? And they fucking scatter, bro. And I was like a cartoon, and she put up, they're going back to the boat. That was me, bro. I'm fucking paddling like, oh no. I got my ass out, and that was it. Show was over for me that day.
That's fucking funny, dog. That, you know what, though? That's cool as fuck, because those are like, I don't know, dog. Those are some experiences that only like I would say a handful of people get to do, like, yeah, it's I'm sure like millions of people, but I'm saying like, it's not every day you meet somebody who's like swam with sharks and fucking shit. That's fucking awesome.
We tried to do that, bro. We went one of the last times we went when it was Hurricane Lane, fucking Hurricane 5 category, and we category 5, and we actually were supposed to fly to Oahu, because in Oahu they have this deal where it's on floaties, but it's a cage, bro, and they're throwing bait overboard, and it's a known shark location, and you can get in this cage and like you snorkel, so you're not allowed crazy ass air equipment, and you swim with sharks. They brush the fucking supposed to do that. Go to the Big Island where they got the fucking what comes out. So hey, we're some boozy ass fucking snorkelers, but in the same ass trip, we're trying to get cage with the sharks and go out of the motherfucking ground. I'm trying to do it all, bro. Life's too short, and we probably got less in front of us that we got behind us already. And I'm trying, fuck it. I'm trying to shit. I'm trying to check shit out. Fuck it.
No, definitely, Doug. That's fucking awesome. I think that's super fucking cool. That honestly, that's something that I never would have even thought. Like when you told me you guys like you went to Hawaii and shit, and especially like during COVID and all that, I remember you said you were having issues because of like you needed to like have a COVID test and all this shit. I didn't know fucking you were swimming with sharks and shit during all that. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, not on that one. No, I want my chick on that one. Yeah, we didn't swim with those things. No, but we didn't swim with the sharks, and they're probably out there. But like, I've never seen sharks. Well, you see crazy as spearfish, those little shit, and that's why I like Finding Nemo. It's like a video game. You get all fucking loaded and go down there, and you're like, whoa, check this shit out. That's just dope, bro. Relaxing.
Fuck that shit, dog. I would not be down there loaded. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah, that's the best part. That's the best part. When I was, there was a couple of times where fucking shout out Tip Dog. I watched that motherfucker drink 40 beers in one day, bro. We smoked all day. He started killing beers at like 8 a.m. because he drank 6 of my beers in the morning. He went and got a Coors 36 pack of the Coors Light Silver Bullet. We watched him kill that whole fucking thing. And then I think he had a couple after that, bro. We were just snorkeling all fucking day, chilling in the water, bro.
40 beers, dog. That ain't no joke.
40 beers. I can vouch, hey, bro. I can vouch, cross my heart. Hey, I've seen this shit. And but we're chilling all day.
Yeah, that's fucking, dog. That's crazy. I don't know. That's just it's just crazy because I didn't expect any of that. But Doug, you told me you had some notes. Oh, actually, you know what? Before we even get into like the shit about Covino and Rich, even though we've already done like a long ass show already, I wanted to give a big thanks to Covino and Rich and Spot and everybody for this week, because Doug, they gave us so much love this week. There was so much love this week.
Covino.
What was that?
That's his mafia name. That's Covino's mafia name, bro. Dino Covino.
I didn't hear that. What was that?
Never mind, bro. I said, he's in the mafia, bro. That's his mafia.
Oh no, it's Doug. You know what? It's because my fucking headphones are fucking up. So like you're like choppy. So that was my bad. That was my bad. No, but oh yeah, you know what? Let me fix these headphones real quick before fucking no, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it and I'll deal with it. But yeah, Doug, fucking it was funny as fuck because did you hear when Covino was talking about us or he was talking about True Blood?
No, I missed it. This week was rough for me. I got a job and fucking I'm in a warehouse. Fucking I try to listen to my headphones. I was missing a lot of shit because it's noisy as hell.
Oh, you know what? Well, then I'll find this shit for you real quick. Cause this shit was fucking cool, man. Watch.
What was that? The after show, but later. Yeah. Right? Like Javier Fritz and El Cucuy. Yeah. They were talking about how the Covino Rich show, it's an after show about our show, but they go into their own banter, right? The after show, but later. They're like, yeah, man, did you listen to Covino and Rich when they used to be all about True Blood? That show was badass. It was a good show. And either El Cucuy or
Covino.
Javier Fritz were like, yeah, but you know where they lost me?
That's how we sound, Doug.
They just mentioned it. Everything was like a were animal shapeshifter. Shapeshifter, yeah. It was a badass show.
That's true shit, bro.
Yo, for real, dog. That shit was badass. Vampires, they all said like shapeshifters. I agree. Cucuy, you nailed it because it was True Blood was a dope show, and it went from like a cool vampire show when everyone was all about fucking. I like True Blood. Other people like Twilight. There was the vampire rage of the mid 2000s. But something happened. I agree. It went from Bill Compton and Sookie and Eric, and Stackhouse. Yeah, like, wait. So now you tell me not only are there vampires, like this guy changes into a wolf when he wants. Yeah, it's something. It's something there. But Aaron Chance brought up a good one this year, where.
That's fucking dope, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. They're always showing love, dude.
Doug, I thought that was fucking awesome. I was like, these motherfuckers, like we can't pay for that kind of fucking promotion and shit, you know? There we go.
No, they're always giving credit, bro. Much love.
That was fucking.
You know what? But I think they know we're down too, because I was loyal before all that, man. And I appreciate the heart, but they, just the love they show, kind of dudes they are, bro. I appreciate those guys.
I thought it was fucking dope, man. I was like, that was one thing I wanted to. I don't have a lot of shit on my notes this week, but that was one thing where I was like, I thought that was fucking cool. And that, Doug, it wasn't even that. Remember they showed they brought up the picture that I had sent to them. You fucking called in. There was like they referenced you a couple of times, even fucking when you didn't call in. So there was so much love this week, Doug. I don't want to swing from their nuts because was never our intention for this show. But fuck, man, we appreciate it because that's some dope shit.
Yeah, no, like I said, it's a new job. It's excuse me. I'm gonna wear fucking my AirPods and I'm trying to listen, and then I think you had told me to shout it out. So I listened when I got off of work. I listened to the show, and I just somehow I missed that part, dude. And I searched for it. I listened. I would say like 85% of the show. Flex Camp's okay. Shout out, man. Much love, man.
Yeah, that was dope, man. Super, super dope. Oh yeah, but I wanted to get back to you real quick and some notes. You said you had some good notes from this week.
Yeah, man. I do. And let me go this way. Well, let's talk a little shit about Rich, but we got some love, so I'm gonna stay away from that, bro. So I'm gonna go ahead and you think they had mentioned that with the Starlink and the aliens and all of that stuff, that Elon Musk, does he have too much power? What do you think, man? He's a powerful man. He's got his hands in everything from Teslas to satellites to going to the space shuttle, or internet space station, and all this other, the underground tunnel from Vegas to LA. This dude does a lot. Does he have too much control for a private citizen?
You know what? Too much control. I don't know if he's got too much control because there's a lot of like crazy good shit that he's doing. So I don't know. I think that's a good question. I'd have to think about it. But one of the things that trips me out is how much influence he has as far as like, just like when he came on SNL this week, you know, he made a joke about that Dogecoin, and it went from like 72 cents to it dropped down to like 39. I was actually looking at it at like 4 a.m, and it was at like 39 cents. And I go, I know this shit's gonna hop back up, you know, even if it goes to 50 or 60 like it was. So I bought some
Did
at,
you scoop any up?
yeah, I got some at, I was at 4 a.m. I was right there with my eyes barely open, buying some Dogecoin at fucking 39 cents. And because my dumbass bought it fucking like at the height of it, because I was thinking, okay, Elon's gonna fucking talk about Doge. That shit's gonna go up to like $4. I'm gonna retire, you know. I was like, what's up, you know? And then he fucking on SNL, he was like, he said that it was a hustle. And like, did you watch the clip or no?
No, but I almost bought. I was at work. I almost bought some on Friday. I was like, "Fuck, you know what? I'm gonna spend $100. What the fuck? It ain't gonna.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully he does promote it. And like you said, it was up to a couple. He win, but no, Coinbase was fucking with me, and I wasn't able to win my account. And I just said, "Fuck it." You know what?
Well, you can't even buy Doge on Coinbase.
Maybe that's what the problem was, and I just wasn't
Yeah.
downloading another app, and I just said, "Fuck it."
No, actually, I actually appreciate Rich, because on the Friday show, he was, because Doug, I fucking downloaded like Kraken, and I downloaded some other shit called like Femex or some other shit, and I downloaded all this shit. And Rich was saying the other day that he downloaded Robinhood. And I was like, why the fuck would Rich download Robinhood? You know, I'm like, he's got a Fidelity account or some shit. Like, he's got a legit account for stocks and shit. I was like, why the fuck would? And I'm, you know, as I'm thinking that in like a split second, he says because he was gonna buy Doge on it. And I was like, oh shit. So I logged back into my Robinhood account that I haven't used in like fucking like 3 years, you know? And
Right.
and I was able to buy Doge like easily. And so I was like, oh fuck, all right, cool. But yeah, like I said, fucking Elon had the dude that was doing the little you know, where they do like the news. I'm not even sure what it's called on SNL. But they had Elon sit in with one of the dudes doing the news, and the dude goes, oh, so what's Dogecoin? And then Elon was like, oh, it's a cryptocurrency, this and this and this. And then he was like, okay, but what is Dogecoin? And then Elon was like, well, you know, and he kept going into these explanations. And the dude was like, what's Dogecoin? You know? And then so he would give another explanation, and it was never like directly answering the question, right? So then the guy goes, oh, so it's a hustle. And Elon goes, yeah, it's a hustle. And they start laughing. Doug, that shit fucking plummeted. It plummeted. Is that a word? Am I fucking?
Yes.
I'm too. Okay, I'm learning the language, so cut me some slack. So it plummeted, went fucking from like 70 cents to like, or I think at one point it was like 72, if I'm not mistaken, down to when I saw it, it was like 39. I was like, holy fuck! From him joking about it, it fucking you know, and I'm like, I don't know. But you know what though? I go, now's my chance to fucking bring down my average cost of each fucking coin, because my average cost was like 69 cents or some shit, and I brought it down a shit ton, you know.
Well, I made some good money with that Trumper Thumper, because Trumper Thumper, everyone said that he was good for the economy and good for this and good for that. What he was good at was finding ways to manipulate the stock market and the fluctuation of that stock market. Every time something came out of his mouth, the market reacted good, bad. And so I traded a lot based on, you know, we're gonna attach China. Oh shit. It might come back up, but it's gonna have an effect. And yeah, man, it's crazy that but that goes back to the power. All he had to do was make a joke, and the price goes, you know, how many millions were traded because of that joke?
I know. That's fucking, you know what? And I don't know, fucking honestly, like one man having that much power, like I don't know, it's crazy, but I don't even feel like he's fucking like, I know people joke about it, but there's like 70% of me really thinks that motherfucker is an alien, you know? Like,
oh, he's a hybrid for sure, bro. Like they probed him. He at least been probed this thing.
yeah. No, and you know what? He had mentioned, and I mean, I guess it should have been obvious, but he had mentioned on SNL that he has Asperger's, and you know, he don't have rear burgers like Covino loves, you know. Can I
Hey,
get
I
some of
love
the
rear
rear
burger, bro.
burgers?
I love a good rear
Yeah.
burger.
Asperger's. Dog,
Yeah.
when the first time I heard Asperger's, it was probably like anybody thought it was the funniest word I heard in my whole fucking life, dog. I thought it was like Asperger's. I'm like, that's fucking funny, dog. Like,
My favorite burger still is the burger though, and I fuck up once in a while going to Red Robin. I want to ask for one when I'm on the menu. Can I get a rear burger?
Asperger's, Doug. Can you imagine, Doug, if they fucking diagnosed your kid with fucking dick sandwiches?
Yeah.
You
You gotta get a better name, bro.
Asperger's, Doug. Like, oh fuck, man, I can't believe this shit. Like, I just didn't know what was wrong with my kid. It turns out he has fucking dick sandwiches, and people are like, "What?" He's,
I got something else for you too.
What's up?
Rich and Spot. Do you schedule it online? Are you calling places or are you doing online shit?
For what?
Rich and Spot were talking about like making appointments. Are you person oil change or any type of thing? Are you doing online? Do you?
For the most part, Doug, like if it's an oil change or something, I'm just going in and saying, here, fucking fix my shit, you know? If it's like a doctor's appointment, I'm calling. I don't even know if, Doug, my ghetto ass doctor has a fucking email and shit to set up online, you know?
Right.
But no, I don't know. I'm kind of both, because I'm pretty like I'll be fucking like, I love like even like getting shit from DoorDash that's like not food, but like kind of like Postmates type of shit. Like they'll fucking bring me shit from Walgreens and shit, you know, like, but so I mean, I dig that kind of shit, but I don't know. When it comes to doctor's appointments and shit, I don't schedule a lot of shit online. I don't think so. I think the only thing I've ever scheduled online was like a COVID test.
Calling, like, I'm you know, situation. I totally agree. If it's something like that, or there's something where you don't want the details to get mixed up, or you just want to make sure that the communication is clear, doctor appointments, lawyers, dentists, you know, important shit. Bro, I want to know who I talk to. I want to have shit to reference in the conversation. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know a text is verifiable too, but you can mess a lot of communication with a text message.
Yeah, no, I think so too.
And so I don't know, Spot was kind of on his bumper about that shit, and he was talking shit and saying Rich was outdated, and you know, Spot does everything online, but I don't know, man. And then he didn't hear Spot too. He was kind of fucking with his house, saying he needed fiber optic cables, and he was kind of giving him the business. Did you hear about that one too?
Yeah, honestly though, Doug, right there, I was with Spot, because you know, if you're like, okay, when it comes to like a smart light or whatever the fuck, you know, all that shit. I mean, I feel like if you're gonna do all that kind of shit, buy a fucking plug, you know, that'll turn on your light, like with the smart shit, you know, whatever. Who gives a fuck about that? But when it came to the actual like internet and shit, and like having all of the cables like in your walls and shit, Doug, if you have your fucking no drywall on that bitch, open studs, and you have the ability to do that, and you're going to be doing something like a radio show that's going to be streaming live, and you want, Doug, there's no fucking better connection than a fucking direct fucking shit, right? So Rich may have the dopest Wi-Fi router in the fucking world, but if they're going to be streaming something, their asses need to be plugged in directly to their fucking to their internet. And Rich was like, yeah, my dude's going to fucking do all that shit. But I'm like, fuck that. If I was going to be talking to the contractor and shit, I would want like, hey, motherfucker, I need this shit. You know, I need to be able to plug in shit directly. I need to, you know what I'm saying? And Rich, I mean, I'm assuming his dude knows that, but I was just tripping out on how Rich didn't know as much as I think he should have. He was just like, oh yeah, my guy is gonna take care of it. Oh yeah, my guy's gonna take care of it. Oh, that's why I pay a contractor. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but do you know what he's gonna be putting in your walls? Do you know like fucking the maximum speeds you can get out of the fucking cables that he's gonna throw in there? Do you know like all that shit? You're gonna, dog, if you want a successful live streaming fucking podcast, show, radio, whatever the fuck, you're gonna want your shit to be the highest end, and in I know it's easy for people to say that aren't doing it, but if you're gonna fucking, this is their career, this is their fucking livelihood, this is where they're making their fucking money to pay their mortgage. You know what I'm saying? So if that's what it is, then fucking, spend a little time talking to the contractor and get an idea of what he's actually gonna do. So you're right in it, what's going on. That's the only thing that I felt like Spot was right on. I know Spot's a little overboard where he's like, oh, my whole apartment's smart. And I'm like, oh, okay, right. Well then good for you.
I had a malfunction during the show. He thought he talked to Siri or fucking Alexa, and the other one came on. As he's talking shit, backfired on his dumbass, but whatever. I kind of agree. I agree. I know from just houses I've lived in that if you're going to do it, the important time to do it is, you got to sheet rock off and just plain stuff. There ain't no better way to pound it and run it, and and to just have control over it or doing stupid shit. However, I also being fucking sassy, and if it's that fucking important as the fucking so-called, he should have fucking gave a list of what communication with the contractor handled the right way.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. Oh, the one thing that, Doug, that I couldn't I don't know if like Covino doesn't want to say shit to Rich because you know how he feels like it's Rich's house when it comes to the actual like design of the studio. That's one thing, Doug, where I was fucking tripping because when they were talking about the studio, Covino was like, well, we can't make it fucking orange if it's not gonna match your house or whatever, right? The way I feel like they're hold on. The way I feel like that is like when they walk in to the studio, right, which is going to be at Rich's house, I feel like that has to be a separate part of Rich's house. I don't feel Absolutely. Like I don't think, Doug, when they walk in there, it should be like, oh, we're in Rich's, fifth bedroom. It should not feel like that. I feel like walking into it should be like just like they're walking into their old gig. You know what I'm saying? When you fucking
close. Right.
When you would walk into the studio and that fucking door closed behind you, that heavy ass fucking soundproof door, you knew that you were in a fucking studio. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like them doing whatever they can to make it soundproof and whatever the fuck, if they're like doubling up on some 5/8 drywall or whatever the fuck they're doing. I don't know, but I think the actual design needs to look like something. And you know what? I think when it comes to their design, I think they really should look at some of the like the Joe Rogans, the fucking Fighter and the Kids, the like the bigger podcasts that are getting fucking hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views, and kind of model it somewhat after that. Like I know they have to have their own identity and they have to have, it has to be them and it can be them, but I do not 100% don't feel that it's going to help them at all if it looks like Rich's bedroom. You know what I'm saying?
No, it can't. You have to be professional. If you go, if you're professionals, and I don't know what Rich's budget is for the studio, but I mean, at least put foam and, at least make it look like a recording studio. You're right. You don't want to give it, and it should be a separate deal. And if you're in LA, that could be the bonus feature of the house. It's a recording studio, right? There's going to be a lot of people that could be interested in that house that moved to LA. There's musicians.
You know what? And They don't, when it comes to like it being like a recording studio, like all this shit you see like behind me, it doesn't have to be like this. You know what I'm saying? You don't need all the mixers and shit and all of this that I got going on here. You know, like when it comes to their podcast, I mean, it can be, I mean, like they got their Rodecaster and their fucking, you know, couple of SM7Bs and their headphones. They're good to go, dog. That's their fucking podcast. But the set, it's a set, you know, it's not a fucking room. Now it's a set. So they have to, they really need, even if they fucking they're in LA, if they could bring in a fucking professional podcast set designer, I'm sure they have them in there. You know, I'm sure that's somebody's sole job is to design podcast sets. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's not you can figure it out and just pay a contractor to do what you want to do.
Yeah, I think that's one thing where and see, I understand where Covino's coming from, where he's like, it's not my fucking house, so I don't want to have like any input. I get that, but at the same time, if they're gonna be, if I'm not mistaken, they said they were gonna go 3 ways on the budget for it, right? So it's, yeah, the location is Rich's house, but if they are gonna, and then they had talked about, or Spot had mentioned, maybe they could like rent a podcast studio somewhere else. Fuck, dog. If they're gonna build it in Rich's house and shit, and it's gonna be their studio, I feel like it's gonna be throwing away money every month to rent one from some fucking buddy. You know, why the fuck would they do that?
Right, and they're gonna go pissed off at each other during the commute again.
Yeah, that would make for some good stories.
But,
oh, you know what?
Pissed off all the time.
Speaking of like podcasts and like the fucking Joe Rogans of the world and shit, did you hear Joe Rogan talking about Covino this month or this week actually?
No, bro, but that's another thing you've been holding out on me. What happened? What's up?
Okay, so this week Joe Rogan had on Ethan Suplee. Do you know who he is?
Okay. No. He's
on Boy Meets World. He was Frankie Sakino. On Remember the Titans, he was the fucking gigantic white guy. On My Name is Earl, he was the fat guy that was kind of losing his hair. No, nothing. Not ringing a bell. Well, anyway, he was this big dude, and now, dog, he was like 550 pounds at one point, right? And now he's fucking, dog, now he's like 270 and he's fucking jacked. So let me show you a picture of him real quick, just so we could I could give you some context.
Bro, what do you do with all that extra skin?
He's lost hundreds of pounds and gained them back, and hundreds of pounds and gained them back, right? And that's what his podcast is, where he's talking to doctors, he's talking to other fat people, he's talking to people who haven't been fat but struggle with diet, and it's a really good podcast. For me, I feel like as a big dude, it's cool to hear, because he's someone that has been there and back a few times, you know? Well, let me show you this motherfucker real quick. Can you see this shit?
Yeah.
Look at this dude. Watch. I don't know why.
I do know that dude.
All right. So you see,
wasn't he on like fucking Lost? Maybe
not.
I know who he is, though.
I think you're thinking of Jorge Garcia.
Oh, he lost a bunch of weight too, huh? I
think so. Yeah, he did. But yeah, watch. I'm trying to.
But how did he go from Chris Farley face to the other face, though, bro? What kind of diet's he on to do that?
The face?
Yeah, because he's like Chris Farley on the left, and he's like fucking Jason Statham face on the right, bro. So what kind of proteins and vegetables is he eating to fucking change his face like that?
Doug, you fucking.
I'm just saying.
No, well, think about it, Doug. Think about how much fucking.
Hey, over here, bro, he's looking like fucking Triple H and shit. Over here, he looks like Chris Farley. Like, I don't get it.
Well, think about it. He's older, right? His fucking face has like no fat on it. He's got a beard now. Like, he shaved his head. Dog, he basically, I feel like he morphed into his. They talk about Stone Cold Steve Austin became Stone Cold, and that he became his person and shit. This dude, I feel like, morphed into who he fucking really has been, like, or should be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I don't know. That's good for him. It looks like you can't see me pointing at your screen, but the one straight in the middle, bro, he looks like fucking Chris Hardy on the left and Triple H from the WWE on the right.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what, Doug? That fucking hey, you know what that tells me is that like I wonder. You know what? It'll be an experiment. You know why? It'll be an experiment. All right, everybody has seen me through these 72 episodes, right? Well, I just started going back to the gym fucking a couple of days ago, right? So yeah. when I'm looking like Triple H, Doug, fucking I'll show you that it's not surgery or nothing. That let me tell you about his fucking skin real quick.
When you do that though, we'll get Vince McMahon on the show.
Hey, we will. You know, I just want him to be like, "You're fired." You know, when he used to fire people in the 90s. Well, Doug, Ethan Suplee fucking lost a gang of weight. He had that skin removal surgery, right? Yeah. He had that surgery. Then he gained like another 100 or 200 pounds after that.
Did it back on, or what did the
and then fucking lost it again. So now he's got like his skin's like fucked up. Like he's showing pictures of it and shit where he's got scars and shit from the previous surgery. And now he's got like loose skin again after having the skin surgery. Like his story's fucking crazy, you know? Like what's he gonna do with the skin?
He's gonna run out of skin, bro. You can't was he a snake? How does he keep throwing that shit back, bro?
No shit, Doug. That shit must be like so much
he's
thinner.
An alien too, bro. He's another alien.
Elon Musk and Ethan Suplee.
He's a shapeshifter.
Oh, you know what? So, Doug, so after, I mean, we got way off track, and I never got to play my fucking, I never got to play Covino I never got to play fucking what's his face talking about Covino.
Yeah. Do you ever heard of Hogzilla?
Yes.
Yeah.
The gigantic one.
yes. Hogzilla is there's a lot of thoughts on Hogzilla.
Covino's Hogzilla?
Hogzilla, yeah, Doug.
Really?
You didn't know that Covino was Hogzilla? Yeah, Covino's Hogzilla, Doug. That's why I fucking Joe.
Where'd that come from?
Hogzilla?
Yeah.
I don't know, Doug. He always talks about his hog.
I know he was but I didn't know he was Hogzilla. So Joe Rogan was him Hogzilla?
No, dog. I was just being fucking stupid.
Fuck! Shit! I didn't catch it, bro.
I gotta cut that whole portion out of the fucking show now.
Bro, I didn't know what you're talking about, dude.
It was just okay. It was fucking stupid. Then never mind. Forgive me for being a fucking.
No, play it again, bro. Get rid of his fucking birth certificate.
All right. I feel stupid, Doug. I thought that show was funny. Obviously, it was.
No, it is funny. I just didn't get the reference. I don't know. I was like, when did Covino get Hogzilla? I don't know. I didn't get it.
So they were talking about Hogzillas.
Well, because you were teasing in the middle of the week. I thought you really talked about Covino.
Nah, it was Hogzilla.
I was like, fuck. I thought the whole time like he said Steve Covino.
Nah, it was Hogzilla.
Yeah,
it was just a terrible joke, Doug. When jokes fall flat with fucking El Cucuy. Oh God, I fuck.
You sent me a text on like Tuesday. You hear Joe Rogan talking about Covino. How he talked about Covino. I mean, Covino is a legend, bro. I'm just saying. So I thought he was really bringing him up.
All right, Doug. Well, I gotta edit that into something that's worth listening to now. That's so fucking funny. It's so stupid that it's so funny. Oh my God. Okay. Let's move on. All right. I'm embarrassed.
Hey, I got something for you now, though, bro. I'm gonna play something for you.
What's up?
Let me share my screen. Referencing that song, and Why We Snorkel. We grew up on this shit, and when this kind of music right here. Let me share can I share my audio?
Yeah, you should be able to.
All right, check it out.
From video games to pretty hoes, man. Do everything from fly fishing.
Well, yeah, man. So that's the snorkeling. That's all the corny shit. You got to try it
He
out.
do everything. He does something European.
Yeah, you fucking stay shit, not peeing. It's something European.
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
Hey, that's
Hell
what we
yeah.
do, Doug. That's what makes us well-rounded people. You know what? And I'm not gonna name names, but I think that's what separates like certain people from what Covino would call the goon burgers. You know,
Mhm.
like I think like the goon burgers who haven't been exposed to a lot of shit that is just so wrapped up in their little pop culture world, you know, and that's coming from somebody who fucking is in pop, well, not in pop culture, you know, but I'm into a lot of pop culture shit. But I just think, you know, I'm not only playing fucking Neil Diamond and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel
For
like,
sure.
I don't know. I just feel like it makes you, and it's surprising to me that certain people that have been working in the industry and shit and have lived in different parts of the country can be so close-minded when it comes to like music and just shit where they're not, you know, they haven't been, it's not, I don't think it's really that they haven't been exposed to shit, because I feel like they've been exposed to more shit than us, but I don't know.
I try to soak up every experience I can, man. If I'm going to New Orleans, I'm eating dirty rice and crawfish and you know, and alligator. If we go, you know, we're going to Jamaica, I'm eating what they got. I'm trying to get all the experiences I can. I'm trying to travel the world like Ponce de Leon. I'm trying to explore shit, check it out. You know, that's the thing. And actually, to be honest with you, bro, I get that from the neighborhood. Like I got that from the Bacos, right? I wanted to go over there, like see why they're using the molcajete to grind. My mom don't do that. You know, what's behind all this? And because there was so many different people in our neighborhood, you know, had Asian buddies where they're cooking, you know, Thai food and Vietnamese food, and it's delicious, and just all the different experiences and all the different people. I'm just curious, man. I want to try this. I want to try that. You know, I'm trying to live life to the fullest, you know, and
You know,
experience
it was funny,
everything I can.
Doug. I fucking went on this I don't know what it was, but Doug, I fucking went on this I don't even know what it's called, binge or some shit. Where were you ever into like breaking, like the breaking movies, or fucking like Beat Street or any of that shit, any of the b-boy shit?
Mm-mm. No.
Doug, I grew up with my brother. My brother was a fucking b-boy where he can pop and lock with the fucking best of them. He fucking gets down. And I have a lot of cousins from LA that they would pop and lock, but they would fucking break dance and everything, Doug. Like, I have a cousin that died when I was in the 5th grade. I was the summer of my 5th grade going to 6th grade. He died. But he was the one who taught me how to like glide and shit. You know, like when you're gliding, like fucking with your feet, right? And I remember I was at my grandma's house and he was down from LA right before he passed away. And he was telling me like how you make like a little box, right? And you're fucking he was showing me how to move your feet to glide and shit. And to this day, dog, I'll fucking be gliding, being like acting stupid or whatever. And it trips me out. This week I was on like a little fucking fucking Planet Rock, fucking Africa Bombada, you know, Debbie Deb, fucking Stevie.
I seen that.
You know, I was, dog, on this fucking shit this week. And then yesterday morning, I was chilling with fucking Covino on fucking Ozzy's Boneyard, and with some Megadeth and Van Halen, and you know, fucking there was some Aerosmith, dog, that I haven't heard in fucking years. And I just think all of that shit makes you unique. You know what I'm saying? Makes you stand out of the fucking crowd.
Sure. Makes you cultured.
I think it really does change the way you think about shit, the way your perspective, you know. I think so. I don't know, dog. I just think it really trips me out when people are so wrapped up in this one little bubble that they don't ever venture out to do like other shit, to like, you know, to explore other shit, to like fucking like even like if it comes to like sports and shit, you're like, no, like I'm fucking only basketball or only this or that. Like, Doug, like me and my friends we'd be fucking playing basketball and then go to the driving range and we'd fucking be hitting golf balls, you know? Like I trip out. Like to me, I'm like, isn't it just so much cooler when you have like so much other shit you're into and other shit? Like Doug, like I was telling my homie Luis this week that I had my first guitar that I ever fucking had in my life was ready for the trash. Like it was fucked up. It was, you know, and I fucking Doug, I sanded that bitch down. I fucking got some wood glue. I fucking I'm right now in the process of staining it because I ripped apart like the whole guitar and I'm repairing it. I bought new little tuning knobs and shit. And I'm bringing this shit back to life. And I'm like, that's just another like activity that I'm like, Doug, what if I didn't know how to do that kind of shit? I'm like, and I get so much joy out of it. You know what I'm saying? Just stupid little shit that like, I don't know, Doug. Like I can't imagine being like, I go to work, I come home, I watch Netflix, I go to bed. Like that's my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just trip the fuck out on some people how they could live so like mundane, you know?
Yeah, no, variety's the spice of life, man. And I know people like California, and I think California is the best state ever. I mean, I love Cali. I love Cali, everything, and I love Cali, but I would never want to be just stuck here, right? Because it kind of goes back to the vicious thing where he kind of gets set, where he can understand why other people do other shit. Well, I live in Fresno, and right now I'm working in Oakland. I'm working in the hood in Oakland, by the old college where Golden State played. But it's a different, even my hood over here is a Baco hood. Over there, it's the brothers. The difference in the two, right? Like because there's I mean they're both ghetto, but it's still different because the cultures are a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So like I always mention Coos Bay, Oregon, that's Coos Bay's in Oregon, it's a whole different lifestyle. The way people get even Humboldt time, and that's for a reason. You know what that, bro? That means that shit right on Humboldt time. Don't get done. But I'm not giving you right? We're on Humboldt time. I'll take care of it, but I'm gonna take care of it on my time. And it just the way people function and what brings them joy and happiness, and it just varies from region to region. And I want to see all of it. I want to see all of it. I want to see how they make tacos. Because even bro, something as simple as Mexican food. I've traveled. The way you get tacos in Cancun or by the Chichen Itza when they make a little pit stop at the mission over there, or Tijuana, they're different. Right? Yeah, there's meat and there's a tortilla, but some guacamole and queso, and some don't. Some don't. Some use lettuce and onions. Some don't. Some use cabbage and grilled onions. Some don't. Like that shit changes everywhere you go. Is basically a taco. I love tacos, so I want to try them all, bro. I want to eat all the tacos, like, and you have to. The way they cook barbecue, right? Texas barbecue is not the same as the city barbecue. And if you're talking about a tri-tip, you're probably talking about a California roast that we barbecue. Tri-tip, but it's all good. And if you love
crazy?
Barbecue,
I have a friend from Texas, and I know I've told the story before. I might have told it with you, but my friend Deja, huh?
Is his name Rich Davis?
No, my friend Deja, she fucking when she was living here, because we're a big military town, so her husband was stationed here for a few years, and when she told me about breakfast tacos, you hear about breakfast burritos all the time, and when she told me about no, it wasn't breakfast tacos, it was fuck, hold on. Okay, it wasn't breakfast tacos. It was my bad. It was bean and cheese tacos, right? And I go, a bean and cheese taco? What the fuck? And she was like, "You've never had bean and cheese tacos, right?" So one day she brought to work. She brought beans and tortillas and shit, whatever. And I was like, "Doug, that's just a lazy ass burrito, That's when you don't know how to roll the fucking burrito, and you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna eat it like a taco.
I'm gonna fold that motherfucker.
I'm just gonna Doug. And supposedly fucking they eat this shit in Texas. Have you ever heard of a bean and cheese taco?
No, right here down the street from my house, El Supermercado, they put whole Toronto beans on tacos. If you ask for them, they'll put them on top. They have the homemade tortilla and they'll top it with beans. But
That
by
sounds bomb as
request
fuck.
only.
No, Doug, and that I've had that before where they've had tacos and they'll throw like the fucking beans on top, like beans de olla, you know, like fucking
Yeah.
but these
Not
were straight up.
bro. Hey, white
No.
people, we're not talking about refried beans on a taco. We're talking
No,
Toronto's
but
or-
these were the ones she threw on were refried beans.
Oh.
So it was like I said, Doug, it was like a bean and cheese burrito, but just a fucking taco. And I told her, I was like, bitch, that's just a lazy ass taco, you know?
Yeah, can we at least get a taco in the middle and call it a fucking decker? I mean, fine, bro. Give me some.
Yeah,
You gotta put
Doug,
something in there. Or something.
that was when I heard that shit, I was like, what the fuck is this? But supposedly, you know, fucking Joey and Tommy and fucking Jimmy and Miguel, all you guys in Texas, fucking let us know. Let us know if that's a real thing, because maybe it was something that she grew up with in her household because her family didn't know how to roll a burrito. I don't know. Or maybe it really is a regional Texas thing, you know? She's from San Antonio. So anybody in the San Antonio area, I think Joey's in San Antonio or at least close to it. So let us know if the bean and cheese taco is a real thing or she's full of shit. So
yeah, no, you know what? And even that being said too, I bet problem in hanging out with Mike in Texas. I bet I could go hang out. Hey, yo, Big C, and we could kick it. I could kick it. Oh, I great, bro. He came to my house, and we did music back in the day. And I fucking kick with anybody. That's what's cool about just being stuck in your one, like being able to mix. Hanging out with different people from different backgrounds and still have genuine conversations. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just be like, yeah, but actually be able to have a genuine conversation with people from different backgrounds. I value it. It's important to me.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like I could chill with Mike and have a good time, and I also think that I could chill with like fucking.
I'm listening to the after show, but later.
Oh, the legend.
You know, I
the
think
legend, Big Steve. Shout out, Big Steve.
Yeah, could we go back to that? Let's hear this again.
I'm listening to the after show, but later.
Oh, Doug, every time I hear that, puts a little tingle in my dingle in the straightest way possible, I promise.
Yeah, Big Steve. Shout out, Big Steve.
Oh, you know what, yeah. Doug? I know we got to wrap up soon because we got families to get to for Mother's Day. Did I say that again? I said wrap it up. Fuck, Doug. I can't.
Hey, I heard fucking Rich saying that. The first thing that popped in my head.
Like, you texted me. You texted me when he said wrap it up. No, but the I wanted to ask you about a hood ass movie that somebody mentioned in the chat during the week. Tell me if you've seen this movie. All right, Pootie Tang. What was that?
I've seen it. I'd seen it. I just can't remember off top who's in it. Yeah, absolutely.
Chris Rock's in it. Chris Rock plays the DJ, and they had. Do you remember they were like, "We got the new song from Pootie Tang called."
No, I don't remember. No.
Doug, it was the funniest shit. So they had this dude named Dirty D. Oh, you know what? I wonder.
I used to work with Dirty D. She was dirty too. She worked at Save Mart, bro. She was
this motherfucker.
Dirty, bro.
Doug, this fucking movie. If you haven't watched Pootie Tang, and you like stupid fucking half-baked typed entertainment, this shit was so fucking stupid that it's fucking hilarious. So they have Dirty D. He gets out of the car and he reaches for some dirt and he's like, and then he fucking goes on about his business. And then when he gets locked up, he's like always keeping himself dirty. He gets locked up and they have like a fucking fire hose and he's in the shower. He's like, no. And they're trying to fucking hit him with the fire hose to get him clean. And then they have, it might've been Dirty D or it's somebody else in that show who says everything that you say, but just like in a different way or some shit. So like they're like, man, it's hot as fuck out here. And then the dude's like, and it's hot too, just like the stupidest shit. and they had the new song by Pootie Tang called "And Chris Rock Wouldn't Say Shit." So they have all the kids in the fucking like neighborhood are playing Pootie Tang's new song, right? Where it's just complete silence. So it's complete silence. Well, there's this kid in his room, and he has that shit with his like little boombox or whatever. And the fucking dad opens the door, and it's complete silence in the kid's room, right? It's Pootie Tang's new song. The dad opens the door, and he's like, "Turn that shit down."
And nothing's playing?
Nothing's playing. It's fucking stupid, dog. But I just want to know if you had seen that movie, because somebody brought it up in the fucking chat, and I was like, dog, that is one of the hoodest movies I've ever seen. And shout out to whoever fucking said it in the chat. I don't remember, but I had to write down Pootie Tang because I was like, that is a fucking ghetto classic. For all the homies, if you ever seen Leprechaun in the Hood, if you ever seen any of that shit, fucking Pootie Tang is one of them fucking old school classics you got to watch. So what I'm saying is, on this Mother's Day, watch it with your mama.
With your mama?
Watch it with your mama.
Oh, wow. I might have to watch it with my girl. I don't know if I can watch it with my mama. She wouldn't like that too much. But
fuck no, my mom would beat my ass. At 33 years old, my mom would still put me over her knee and fucking spank my ass like it was fucking like I was 5 years old.
Yeah, I might have to rewatch it because none of that shit ring a bell. But I know I've seen the movie.
For real?
It's a rewatch for sure.
You know what? I'm gonna have to watch it again too, because I haven't seen it in years. I don't even know how all of that shit came to me. But as soon as I saw Pootie Tang, I was like, oh fuck, I gotta talk about this shit. But yeah, Doug, is there anything important that you need to get to before we wrap this up? Because I know we got shit to do.
No, man, everything's been good, man. Show's great. And shout out to Covino again for the love, and Rich, and fucking thought Rich hated us, bro, but maybe not. You know, he showed a little love right there. So appreciate all of that. You know, we love you too, Rich. You know, I know we bag on you once in a while, but it comes from a good place. But, it's been a great week. Can't wait.
I'm excited. Oh, you know what? You know what? Maybe no. I have an announcement, but I'll make it next week. How about that?
Oh, bro.
I have an announcement, but
it's like a soap opera, bro. Come on. Okay. What is it?
Episode, let me see. Episode number 73, I'll make an announcement. We're on 72 right now. I'm gonna make an announcement on episode number 73 that is gonna change the dynamics of the show.
No.
That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be a different.
Or what, bro? Are we on Spotify? I'm fucking Spotify or what?
It's gonna be a different show after episode number 73. So episode number 74 is gonna be the first show of its kind for the after show, but later. That's all I'll say. So if you guys want to know, you guys better stay tuned. So I got El Cucuy thinking. He's chiefed over here, dog. He's thinking. Well,
you're
anyway,
my emotions, bro.
Episode number 72. It's your boys D, El Cucuy. After show, but later is AfterShowBL across all social media. Hit us up 928-235-5285 if you want to leave a voicemail. Maybe we'll play it on the show. If you're just completely, fucking swinging from our nuts, we won't play it because we don't play all those voicemails we get, where they're like, "You guys are the fucking greatest," are you guys gonna move to Spotify and all that shit. Yeah. Nah, dog, we don't play all those. So we're waiting for one where people tell us we fucking suck, so we can play it on. It'll be funny.
I'm sending him those dick pics, bro. He checks the messages. He sends the dick pics too.
That's fucked up, dog. That's fucked. I'm gonna make you check that shit. Yeah, man. But episode number 72, this shit was fun. I don't even know how much Covino and Rich shit we hit on, but fuck it. Next week we promise to bring more Covino and Rich content. So episode number 72, your boys D, El Cucuy. El Cucuy, do you have anything before we bounce?
No, I don't, man. Much love.
All right. Much love. See you guys.
And
appreciate it, man. We'll see everybody in episode number 73. Baseline Trey, can you take us out?
On the road to the riches, cause it's all about the paper. Now buckle up your seats and prepare for the journey. Let the music ease your soul, grab a spliff and start burning. Relax with us and take a trip to the heavens. And come and spend a day in the 757.